Hello there my RPG lovers and welcome to another video. Enchanting system is a brand new feature that came with the Soroboreans DLC. I mentioned it briefly in my DLC tips video, but enchanting deserves a separate guide because there are a lot of things that you should know about this new feature. In this video I'm going to show you how exactly it works and what you can expect to gain from enchantments. I will start with the system itself, and in the second part of the video I'm going to show you a bunch of different enchantment effects. You should know that developers intended to make the process of enchanting experimental. That's the reason why you can see the actual effect of different enchantments. So showing you these effects can be considered as a light spoiler. But I'll leave that for the second part of the video, and if you truly wish to experiment, you should probably skip that part. However, enchanting is very expensive, so if you don't want to waste your money on experimentation, you'll want to see those effects. That being said, let's start from the beginning. The items that you need for enchanting can be found in Hermatan from the Arcanist in the Sorobor Academy. Enchanting pedestal is the first item that you need, and you can place it on the ground by clicking on the item from the inventory. How you choose to place it on the ground is actually important, but before I get to that, let's see all the items that are related to enchanting. Besides the enchanting pedestal, we have enchanting pillars, incense, and recipes for enchantments and incenses. When you place the pedestal on the ground, you will need to place the pillars around the pedestal. This part is really important because you can't just place the pillars randomly. Well, actually you can, but nothing will happen. When you first start to read a recipe for a particular enchantment, you might get confused. You'll see the name of the enchantment, what incense you need, pillar placement, and what items you can enchant. Pillar placement is the confusing part, but it's actually really easy to understand. The first letter represents the direction: north, east, west, and south. The second letter indicates the distance. C is for close and F is for far. So if it's NF for example, that means north far. But how do we define the distance in the game? What is close and what is far? According to Outward's wiki, close pillars should be about half a body length, less than 1 meter or 3 feet from the pedestal. Close pillars are not so hard to place properly, and here are some examples of well placed close pillars. Far pillars can be a pain in the ass if you don't get the distance right. Far pillars should be about 3 body length, about 6 meter or 18 feet from the pedestal. Here are some examples of well placed far pillars. Once you get the feel of the distance, this will come naturally to you. When it comes to compass directions, this shouldn't be too confusing, just follow your compass. I always place the pedestal towards north, so the front of the pedestal is facing towards south. I would recommend doing this in order to avoid confusion each time you set up the pedestal, because this way the direction will always be the same. Once you place the pillars accordingly, you will need to put the right incense inside the pillars. As I said before, you can check what incense you need by reading the enchantment recipe. In order to obtain different incense, you'll need to find the recipes and craft them on the alchemy table. The Arcanist in Hermatan can sell you a couple of recipes, but you'll find more while you explore the Antique Plateau. The last step is to place the piece of gear that you want to enchant on the pedestal. You can place whatever you want. Enchanting recipes will allow you to enchant different items. You can see what items you can enchant in the enchanting recipes. For example, Spirit of Monsoon enchanting recipe allows you to enchant silver armor and ash armor. The first line will always show you the type of an item you can enchant, and the second line is for the quality type. Some enchanting recipes will have additional conditions like a particular location or the weather. For example, Inner Warmth recipe requires hot weather, so you'll need to be in Abrasar Desert. Let's see how this particular enchantment can be done properly. I set the pedestal towards north and I started placing the pillars accordingly. For this enchantment we have east far, south close, and west close. The end result should look something like this. Once we set the pillars accordingly, we need to put the right incense in them. This particular enchanting recipe requires Admiral Incense. If you have any additional pillars on the ground, the enchantment won't work, even if you place the rest of them accordingly. You should keep that in mind. After that, the only thing left to do is to open the pedestal menu and place the item you want to enchant. This enchantment works on Virgin and Fur, armor, helmet and boots. I took the helmet as an example, and once you press the enchant button, all you need to do is wait. When it's done, you will see the triangle icon in the upper right corner. That means that the item is enchanted. And if we press V, we can see what this enchantment added to our helmet. Inner Warmth adds 10 fire damage bonus and minus 15 ethereal resistance. It also changes the look of this item. Most enchanted items will get some kind of a glow, like this mace for example. That's pretty cool, I would say. And that's pretty much all you need to know when it comes to enchanting. But like I promised in the beginning, I will now show you the effects from all the enchanting recipes that you can buy from the Arcanist in Hermatan. And that would conclude our video. If you think I missed something important or you just want to add something, feel free to do so in the comments below. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, pressing the thumbs up button would mean a lot. Don't forget to subscribe for more content and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Special thanks to my Patreons, and if you as well want to support this channel in the long run, consider checking out those links in the description. That will be all, and I'll see ya in the next one.